ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to
give me a shit.
He throws another interception, his third one of the night.
O-H-I-O.
The end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't.
Georgia Poodles.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on second and inches. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And the Dogs get enough to move the chain.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for room. It's Etienne. Shakes off the tackle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Trying to get
his ass.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass on second down. He'll take a deep shot.
Thank you.
And it's his
Why is he floating the ball, man? Is he a piece of shit? That's why.
Running inside the 20.
Georgia piece of shit.
Oh, you know we wanted that.
Oh, damn, bro. That's
So
a
you
whole
come out
nigga.
of the locker room for the second half, and right away.
Oh, I told you about those Georgia Poodles.
Because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup and you start
Poodle.
thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make.
Big dog.
Plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
His fat ass.
Bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Dead.
Fuck, I'm out.
Inside the 50.
O-H-I-O.
He's at the 10.
Out of here, man.
It's gonna be a pick
That
six.
fluky ass shit.
Touchdown, Bulldog.
That was a user alert. What you talking about?
Dude, you're just thinking holding the 3, making the field goal. Don't let
O-H-I-O.
You turn it into offense. What a play. Catches zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is good.
100 yards to the house.
Kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
All right, I'm gonna make up for that shit.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25.
He choked. Breathing on the end zone. Choke.
Okay, now you want to talk.
Choke.
The Buckeyes
Put your
roll
ass,
that
put
offense
your
back out there.
quiet.
That last pick six after a drive like that, David can
Take your ass
swing the
back to the
momentum of
dog
the game.
kennel.
The defense is still such a big play. I mean, they gave him some yards, but did what they're supposed to do now.
You gotta get you to take the shots.
They have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Fools.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Still running up the 40.
Fuck out my
Hit
face.
the gas, kid.
Let me
Wide
slow
open ahead.
cracker.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Junkins.
Nice job getting outside.
Beating Brown right now.
Those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down. Try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They're going to ride this running back.
Oh, Google's beside the bar.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier
Who's
inside.
beside the
He
bar?
tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the
Who's
TF
the
out.
fucking sleep?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now
Bad
the quarterback
dog.
changing the original play call.
What the fuck?
Coverage and it's intercepted.
O-H-I-O.
Inside the 30.
O-H-I-O. Oh, he died.
10.
Fuck.
Touchdown, Dogs. The defense
Cheating ass fucking game.
big time interception return.
Who the ball has that cheek?
The defense finding ways to put points
Fuck
on
my
the board.
fucking man.
Nothing better
Fuck
than being a
off that.
defender, seeing that ball in the end zone.
Dog. B-A-W-G-S. Dog.
Jump on that ball, security, touchdown.
Sitting there waiting on it. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Gone. He's gone. He couldn't go
Fuck my fucking man.
Fuck this fuck.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter.
Fuck my fucking man. He fucked my man.
Things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle
We're
right
gonna
now
make
to
up for
step
this
up
shit.
and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll try the run.
Come on, man. Block your fucking man.
You see all this
Shit.
in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Unloads to the right. Got his man.
Burnt the
And he
fuck out of
was
his
off to the
nigga.
races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air.
You dumb piece of shit. Why would you go out of bounds? Hey, when they do that.
Too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now on second down after the short completion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, it's Howard. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. On second down, just keeps firing.
Oh my God, you're bumping my fucking man.
And they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker.
Fuck out of my man.
Pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid.
Stop bumping my fucking man. Only way you stop me, stop bumping me.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field.
Bump this.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th.
Bump that.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
O-H-I-O.
Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
Yes, you can't stop me.
Most of the time, Reese, it requires
Dang, dang, dang. Like Rocky.
slither through a little crack. That was not a crack.
Ding, 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 ding.
Because the blocking was
Ding.
outstanding.
Ding, ding.
Coming
Ding,
up,
ding.
I know he's
Ding, ding.
every return.
Come on,
but
B.
he has to take a knee as
Give
he
me another
stops.
tape.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
We're
Bum,
ready to
bum,
get
bum,
into
bum,
the
bum,
look at
bum.
this Bulldog offense.
I'm
After
fucked
throwing the
up,
pick on
really.
the last drive, need to
That's
take
it.
care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity
ball.
after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a
Give me
great
it.
player,
He caught that bullshit.
Oh, possession catch, old nigga.
Man, fuck out of here. Fuck that.
O-H-I-O. Give me that little nigga. Get off me. White on white crime.
And make big plays.
Fluke
So
ass
nice to
shit.
have a target like that.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Drop
And
that
this will be
shit.
incomplete. A big hit there
Ooh,
for the
you are
second
right.
down.
Oh my God. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's back. He finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Take that shit off.
He took a hit as he
deliver the football. That is crazy.
Pressure.
That is crazy.
Pressure, baby. Give me that pressure. Fucking pressure.
Wide open for the touchdown.
Fucking pressure. Put pressure on that ball.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the
Damn it!
Humphries.
Got that lucky shit.
6-yard line, first down for this.
They needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it's the quarterback.
They're
strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Looking to pass. It's back. Quickly out to the tight end.
Fucking drag route. Saving your ass.
Picking up the first down.
Saving me. You can't stop it. Stop it. Saving me, nigga. This ain't Christmas.
Drag route. Drag route.
This
Drag
ain't
route.
Christmas.
Drag route.
Yeah, dragging your ass.
Big drive for this offense, like trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again.
That's not that drama. That's not that silly ass shit. Come on. Get your stupid ass over there.
He's gonna pass. Dances away. And
Oh, you lucky. Oh.
complete pass. He had a
Nope.
Oh, my God. You lucky, bro.
Man, you know the
If he had an arm,
that play was
touchdown.
because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going
Or
deep
get the
on
best
him.
secondary in the
And that's
nation.
gonna be a helmet sticker for somebody. That
What you
forced
mean?
incompletion against that guy.
He was cooked. That was on the
Man, we
quarterback.
the fucking champions, man. We got the best secondary in
You
college football.
You do realize that was next game, not this game. You do realize that, right?
I had Oregon. I ain't had my team.
going back
No, I'm talking about
deep ball. And they can't make
the statistics are for last season, not this season.
I understand that, but we still got the best. We the champions. We the champions. Stop
Not this
hating.
game.
Like on that play right there, he's not putting his
Stop
team
Next
hating.
game you are.
spot, and that's why they
We
score
are the
a shot and
champions.
Walk out of here with a W.
We the champions, man. Don't hate on them. People love hating on Ohio. Love hating on them. We the champions. Y'all not the champions.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That pass is well off
They
target.
try to go that damn tight end. Take his ass away.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. He wants to take the top off.
Nope. Night-night.
Incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock.
Some grind time.
They'll run it. They want to take
Grind them on down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for room. It's Henderson. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
I'm on down, baby.
That's got to be demoralizing. If
Take him to the meat grinder.
You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to
take him to the meat fucking grinder. We the fucking champions.
The fucking champions.
We the fucking champions. Like it or not. Love it. Love it. Like he said on In Too Deep. Love it.
Yeah.
And the extra point is true.
Love it.
2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the
right, dude.
I let you come back, man. Do it again. Run it back.
Okay.
Just one
run
of
it
those
back.
mistakes, it can't happen.
Put a pacifier
Goes
in.
out of bounds. The officials offer the deal,
Let's go.
and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Oh, yeah.
On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Get out.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Buys a little time. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Man, how about the defense are going to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big
secondary
through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big shit.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw it. Pressure comes.
Get his ass.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
I'm talking. Touchdown, I'm talking about.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back
That's
to
the
the
touchdown I'm talking about.
That fluke ass shit.
That's the touchdown I'm talking about. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Wu-Tang.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense. Getting back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Fuck ball. That damn ball.
Looking downfield, it's back. Feeling some heat.
Good shit, man. Fuck out of here.
Just under
fuck out of here.
It's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Run the ball, run the ball. Get the win. Run the ball, run the ball.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
They just fouled up the play. So confident, and they know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game. Winning, needing that 3rd down to ice it. That was perfect.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense
I want to see his silly ass dog.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining.
Get your ass back to the dog, Kip.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It came down.
Oh, H-I-O.
You escape. You escape.
Hey, escape.
By touchdown.
That's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff,
they'll win. Ohio State will 5.
Yeah, running back. You won't be laughing in a minute. Running back.
Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I just basketball. Play us. We the champions. God damn it. We are the champions. We are the champions of the world.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. Down here for the offense. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Going to the running game. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's Howard. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he knows.
O-H-I-O. You know it.
To their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the open.
Hating on Old State.
And with the extra point, they
hate
get
them gay ass niggas, man.
So that was a
yeah, you just hate.
75-yard drive.
That hate out to me. Get the hate out your blood.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Don't hate them.
You hating, man.
I hate them niggas. Y'all about to lose.
Oh, you about to
He
win.
thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and
You
they'll
about
bring
to
it to
win,
the 25.
brother. We the champs. We are the champions.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Can't take that away from us. Michigan won. I ain't hate. Hey, they champions. Champions.
Back to throw.
We the champions.
Pocket starts to
Still ass down.
And the quarterback is knocked down. Back at
That's a championship defense right
I
there.
love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They
See
get
that
the
blitz
sack
coming.
on the first play of the drive.
I ain't about to keep playing that vanilla ass fucking coverage. I'm for ya.
This could have the earmarks of a
Goons
wasted
at-
drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's
Good
Frazier.
pass.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Give me that shit.
Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after
O-H-I-O.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the
Piss
back
me
end.
off.
Reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air. Coming away with a massive interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched.
See you.
Space.
O-H-I-O. We ain't worry about these Georgia poodles. Send it back to the dog kennel. Get y'all shots.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Poodles, man.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking
advantage of a goal spell it for me.
Set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Give me that shit.
He'll try to take it back. The 40.
O-H-I-O.
Not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover three. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Trying to find his man on first down. With the catch, it's Henderson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
That lucky ass shit. Had him beat on the corner route. Fake ass Ed Reed gonna pick me off.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Offense in an empty set. Back to pass, it's Beck. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The back goes in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
To the air, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Judkins. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
On the run, it's Judkins. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback extends the play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking for a man, it's Beck. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Dropping back, it's Beck. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Release to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at at the 10.
Fucking go. O-H-I fucking O.
A great return for the touchdown.
Fuck out of here, man.
Touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a
So I do that RPO.
gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. And I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused him.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Got it past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Lovett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking left. Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Looking to throw it again. And they got him for the sack. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. These corners going to give them some space. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. At the 35, he's open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on 1st down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his
touchdown.
O-H-I-O.
And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Beck. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is...
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Right back to the well. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Right back to the well. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Georgia 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the move. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking off. They'll toss it to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They're bringing heat. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The give to the back. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot in the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're going to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get it downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
29 Philly. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Go. Go.
To throw, it's Howard. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they're going to put another
O-H-I-O.
They just keep piling
Shut out.
on the scoreboard.
Look at the scoreboard. 35-zip. Bet you won't talk about Ohio State again.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
I'm still playing
And the
B-side.
extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etienne. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State.
O-H-I-O.
Has started.
If he poodles back to the fucking dog kennel.
On to attempt the try.
Oh, dog. Got wingworm.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
Bulldog
And he got into the
Stadium.
house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
At 50 burger.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Defense not showing press coverage. Bringing the heat. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Lovett. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Bulldogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Got the quick pass. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Takes it the other way. The 30. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well,
50, try to give me 50. Try to give me 50. Try to give me 50.
they have to pass the football. You can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Timeout is called with
Yeah,
just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And
Fuck!
that is
He
his
won't let me get
5th
50. Take
interception.
me off.
He comes out to try for 6. He'll be
Good
lucky.
game.
And he's going to
Good
go
game.
down as time
You know I
has
won.
run
It
out.
was a shutout. 42-0.
Well, this one had all the suspense.
He ain't scored not one point.
His way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.
42
Absolutely
goose
dominated
egg.
the performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They
Put some
obviously
respect
have their
on Ohio
guys
State,
ready
man.
to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another
Shut
presentation
down!
of EA Sports College Football.
Best secondary in college. Thanks. Night night. And my rest my case. I got shit else to prove. I ain't got nothing else to prove today.